Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Grass and Grain with me, Jack O'Brien. I hope you're doing very well. We are out on this fine Sunday morning. We're in the new baler. What we're doing is right now we're just wrapping up this field. We were going to put this into hay, but then the weather forecast is not looking all too good for the rest of today. So we thought, you know what, we'll just wrap it up now. More of a haylage. Given the news that we had in the last episode, we're going to need a lot of haylage or silage anyway. So. Yeah, we just thought we'd get it done. It is Sunday, the rest of the team are off for the day. Making sure they get a well-earned break. I'm just going to drop that bale off the back end. And yeah, we're going to get this all done because we need to head off in the truck. Where we've got some exciting news actually. So we're going to talk about that in a moment or two. We're going to go and pick up something, some new gear actually for the beef operation. But first, yeah, we just need to get this all done and dusted. 2 more passes and then we're good. But so far this morning it's a not too bad day. It's a little hazy, but it's not too bad, and should mean that we can get through this relatively quickly. Of course, we cleared half a dozen bales off this field already, and it looks like we're going to have a few more than that, which would be good. Just go back on and help fight the cause there, so we'll get those all carted in when we can. But yeah, you can see the field over the hedge line there. That was set aside. That's been worked over there, and Daisy drilled a cover crop in there just yesterday, which is good. And we yeah, should see what that looks like in the coming days. That's that one done. Around there, just kind of getting this baler all worked in, really. To be honest, there, just make sure, work out all the knots and make sure it's all looking good, which it seems to be. Definitely seems to be. I'll go back just a little bit there. I would like a camera somewhere where I could see what was going on at the back end just to make sure. But hey, we're making it work. As you can see, some of this crop isn't the thickest, it's not the heaviest of the crops, but you can only bale what's in front of you, so that's exactly what we've done. And then, yeah, I'd rather do this than let it get wet once again and then just turn into like a mess, really. So we'll take it. We'll absolutely take it. I'm going to drop that one off the back. Lift that up. Perfect. We are good to get out of here. So let's just do a bit of a figure eight. And quite a few bales. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think so. Wonderful. Considering there's not much or any fertilizer on here, really, take 14 bales off that. It's better than nothing, that's for sure. Okay, so we're going to head back up to the yard. The truck's already hooked up. We're going for a bit of a drive to an area, small corner of island called Ballydorn, where I've been doing a bit of scouring around, trying to find some good deals. I need a little bit of dairy, well, animal, livestock equipment really, but I don't want to buy new because it's expensive. We'll replace them over time when we can afford to, but to begin with we just needed something we could use really, so that's exactly what we found. And yeah, we just need to go and pick them up there. It is an operation that they're changing their alignment really. I think they're going to upgrade a few things. So yeah, it's worked well. And we're also going to pick up a tractor as well, which is going to be great news. So look forward to seeing what that one looks like there. It is a tractor with a loader on the front. As I was mentioning in the last episode, I was ideally looking for a tractor loader around about 150 horse-ish, give or take. So I can use it not only on the yard down there, but also in the field when we need to in the heights of harvest. And I found one, which is good. Initially I was looking for like a Fendt 516 or something along those lines. Couldn't find anything like that that fitted my needs, so we haven't gone for a Fendt. But you'll see, and it's not also John Deere as well, so you'll see what we've got when we get over there. For now I'm just going to park this here. I think we'll get this all tied up later on. Okie dokie. Oh, my beacon's still on there. Of course it is. So yeah, good tidy bale that one. It's kind of getting worked in now a little bit, so that's all good. I was really thinking about the idea of trading this Fiat in, but then the more I thought about it, the more I'm going to just have to designate this purely to spraying and fertilizer. And we're going to do a little bit of work on it for that as well, so that's going to come. And looking to try and get some primitive form of GPS under here, I think, just to allow us to get the most out of it. But yeah, watch this space. So we've got this hooked up now. We put the low loader onto the back purely because it's a little bit lower and easier to get onto than the other bale trailer. So we're going to take this away. This should give you an indication that we're going to be picking up a few things, so it's going to be exciting. But yeah, everything is good. And we're going to get ourselves out of here. So it's about a 45-minute drive. And once we get ourselves down there, we'll obviously take about an hour or so to get everything loaded up. So we'll be away for a few hours all in. But yeah, quite lucky to find this. Spoke to the guy in depth. I actually spoke to him initially just about the tractor. And then once we agreed on that, we got talking, and I drove down there the other day to see the tractor. And then he also had a few bits of equipment lying around that you said he was mentioned in passing that he was going to get rid of. So we made the deal, really, and here we are. So that's quite good. Helps us both out, really. Allows me to get everything I needed to start with the exception of one piece that I am looking into. But we'll see how that goes. Oh, good grief. Come on. Let's go. We're going to have to overtake here. I don't know what's going on there. And of course, there's someone else's machine. It's going to be a slow old day if we get stuck behind this all the way, that's for sure. But we're going to get on the way anyway, and we'll come back to you when we made a little bit more progress here and see how it's all coming together. So we'll catch you in Ballydorn. Alright, and welcome back, folks. We are in Ballydorn. We're just going to swing around here, take that a bit wide, try and knock the trailer off the wall, and off we go there. Yeah, over the road, sunshine, and yeah, so nice easy drive down here actually. Beautiful part of the world we're in now actually. So we are, if memory serves, when we get over this crest of the hill here, we're heading over to we're going to hug the coastline a little bit, and it is stunning along here. It really is quite something. Now it's going to be a bit of a lug up these hills with the full load behind us, but we'll cross that bridge when we have to. See how it all goes. Also tight over there. Heavens. Yeah, so we are not too far away now. I've been informed. I'm gonna keep driving around here though. Plenty of people around, that's for sure. As we come down and through. So yeah, we are picking up 1, 2, 3 bits of equipment here. Which hopefully we'll get all. I'm not sure how we're going to load those all on, but we'll figure that one out, and then we should be looking good. So, like I said, these hills though are going to make the old truck groan a bit as it comes back up, but it'll be good. It'll be good for it. And yeah, like I say, we managed to strike a good deal here as well. I was actually looking at one stage of the brand new class Arion. We were thinking about getting one that Arion 460s, the smaller end of the range, with a front loader on, full panoramic roof setup as well. But that was it was a strong contender for a while until I found this tractor we're going to pick up. And fortunately, with the tractor and the 2 bits of equipment, we're still coming well under the cost of a new Arion. So, where are you going, car? So yeah, that's that was an easy decision to make in the end there, if I'm being honest. Here. A little bit of wall there outside the clip, that's unfortunate. Not right down by the port, there's some nice looking boats in here. Know where I'm coming from my next break. And that right there, you can just see the farmhouses, that's where we're heading, it looks like. If memory serves, so we'll get ourselves in there, get ourselves all turned around, and just go and see what's up. In fact, I can see one of the bits of equipment that we're picking up already. So, cattle are out. Cattle are looking really good, actually. That's wonderful. And we're going to creep into here. There we go. Grand. So we'll get ourselves in and see what we can make happen here. So yeah, I'll just get myself turned around with the truck here, and then we'll have a look at some of the new equipment. All right then. So we've just taken off the off the low loader as well. There's three things, like I say, we're going to pick up. First of all, is this rather new looking Warzy Bale Shredder. This goes on the front of a front loader, which is why we've picked this one up, because we know we're going to have a front loader down there. Going to be something that's going to be handy, because yeah, I was looking at the cost of trailed bale shredders, choppers, whatever you want to call them, and heavens, I'm not in the market for one of those anytime soon. But this one's only had a few, about 2 seasons put through it, and it's looking in good condition. Always kept under here apparently, so that's item number 1, which is great. Item number 2 is this guy. Picked this lovely old looking, this is a silage feeder really, this is a mixer. Now the great thing about this is it can be just filled directly from the clamp, which is what we might be trying to do. We do have the option to fill it as well, of course, but I really like this, and this was cheap, and it's going to speed things up a little bit for us, which is what we need. Efficiency is going to be key. So yeah, this was nice and straightforward again, nice and clean. The farmers here really do look after everything, which is wonderful. And yeah, I really do like that an awful lot. So hopefully that's going to do us for a good few years. The new diet feeders you can get in the market there, you could probably times this by about 10 for the cost I've paid for this. At a very minimum for almost more of a base model. So that's why we opted for this for now. Just and like I say, we're getting ourselves set up in the way. When we're able to, when we have that additional financing, and when we're in the phase 2 of the project really, we can look at upgrading one of these bits, maybe both of them, but for now, yeah, we just have to hold fire on that one. And finally, we got a new tractor. We wanted a loader tractor, we wanted about 150 horse, and we went New Holland. And this is the option of this, or nearby there was a TM130 as well that I had a look at, just wasn't quite big enough. And as you can see, this is a T6155. It is in immaculate condition. It's stunningly well looked after. So slightly wider tires on it as well, so we get a little bit more stability. And the front loader as well as a stall front loader on there. It's just stunning. Really, really nice. Very happy to have found this one. It looks in good condition internally. It's a bit scuffed up here and there, but then you'd expect it to be, considering what it's been used for. Not too bad on the hour clock either. It's looking at around about 3,000 hours. So for a second hand, I think it's in the region of about 4 or 5 years old, this one. So again, plenty more time left on the clock. And what we're going to do is, yeah, we're going to keep this and use it around the yard primarily. But then if we need to cart anything, grain, silage, muck, whatever, we're going to always stick it onto the road as well. So it's going to be great for that. Now what we do need to do, let's figure out how we're going to get all these onto the trailer. So we're going to start with this guy. I did ask about the water tank as well, but they're keeping hold of that one because that's quite new apparently. They are actually changing up to a bigger, I don't think it's a Keenan they're going for, but maybe a Lely diet feeder. So I need to plug those in because we need to lift this up. But yeah, so that was not up for grabs, unfortunately. And up it comes. No wonder, looking at that. Let's jump out here. Got quite a bit of height there, so this may even just get up onto the back of the truck. Ideally, I'd like to put the tractor on the low loader, so we'll give this a go first off. See how we get on here. Now there is one problem with that, unfortunately. The wheels on it are just slightly too wide for the ramp, so it's going to have to go onto the low loader. Unfortunately, the tractor can, height-wise, legally I should be okay if putting that. If I put the tractor onto the back of the low loader, it's just a matter of preference, really. If I could have avoided it, that would have been ideal. Not to worry. But yeah, we'll get that onto here anyway. We'll get that. We'll try and put the bale shredder onto here with it as well. We'll get ourselves strapped down and we'll come back to you. Well, folks, have you ever seen anything quite like this? We're strapped in. We're going to go for a ride. It's going to be fun. It's going to be hairy, but we're going to take it nice and slowly until we get ourselves back to Shamrock. But yeah, we'll have to see how it goes, really. So we're just going to jump on in. And yeah, we've handed over all the money and we're ready to get off here, but a little bit higher than I wanted it to be. I should have really put the step deck on the back of the on the low loader, because I could have put both the Bale Shredder on there as well, which would allow me to get that the front loader down a little bit. But we're on and we're away. Can't really see much. Got a bit of an overhang here. Just it's been measured slightly inside the legal limits there, so we're gonna make a good go of it, I think. And we'll see how we get on. So that's us done in Ballydorn. We're gonna head our way off to back home, back to Shamrock Valley. There, we're gonna take our time. It's probably gonna be a little bit longer than it took us to get here, but we'll just get away, and then we'll get this kind of unloaded and have a bit of a better look at it, really. So all we can do is just go nice and slowly. The roads aren't too busy at this time of day, but we'll figure that one out anyway. And yeah, we'll catch you in Shamrock, I should hope, where we'll have a better idea if we made it or not. Well, hello folks, we have just about made it back, and I was a little bit hairy at places. We have to really slow down coming around here. The tractor's on the back axle more than I would like it to be, so steering can be a bit light. But we've about made it through now, so we've just got to get up the hill back into the yard there, and then we are home and dry. We're going to take this straight into the cattle yard, I think, and just drop everything off there. But it'll be a good Sunday then. We've got a lot achieved today, which I'm happy with, and we'll see how we get on. But yeah, this is taking our time. It's taken us about an hour so far, an hour and 5 minutes actually. So yeah, a little bit, about 20 minutes longer than the trip down took, but we were just coming up nice and slowly here. No need to kind of push it at all. Who happens with this bridge? We're probably going to want to get in the middle as well, I'd imagine. Yee, no noise. Good. We're through. We're through. I got a bit of a run up for the hill. Come on, now, Gale. Come on. Everything seems to still be on the back there, so... Oh, heavens, that was close. Come on. Sounds like I've got a bit of a hole coming up in the exhaust here, actually. Alright, there we go. Okay, perfect. That'll just be typical that the last issue is about 500 yards away from home, but never mind. We're going to get this into the yard then, we'll get these unloaded. You're going to see more of the tractor for sure in the next episode as we look into it and actually get out into the field to do something. But for now we are here, so let's just get ourselves in. We'll get this unloaded and then we will see what it looks like. So I think we're going to leave it here. So for now, thank you ever so much. I have been Jack O'Brien, and we have to concentrate to get this in because I've lost my front end a little bit. And my steering to boot, so we're going to have to work this one out, and we will be back with you in another episode. So until then, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, do make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and make sure you follow along with Simulation for the Nation for all of the latest as we continue to grow and expand the business here. Until next time though, next week, we'll see you later. Have a great week, enjoy what you're doing as always, but most importantly, happy farming.